Alright. Just testing if my mic is working. Working just fine. Alright, I've not invited anybody to the stream, so good morning. Right. Well, I mean, there's not much to say. Just more Kemono Friends. As you can see, nobody's here today. That's intentional. Don't really want anybody to be here at the moment. I mean, if they want to join in, that's fine. That's their choice. I won't have a problem with it, but you know, I'm not sending out invitations because I don't really want to that badly. I don't know if I'll be putting out a good stream today. Saying ahead of time, I'm kind of forcing myself. Hoping I can get this game done with today. Because, like I said, I've been kind of exhausted. I just really wanna. I just want to get to the next game in the back. So, off to a great start here. And save. I've got my Ozerlane stuff going right now, which I'm going to quit after this mission is done. So, I do apologize for that, but I won't be doing it too much longer. What level am I? That is 55, so I'm at the upper level for this. So I think it should be okay. But I am kind of worried, because I don't know how much longer this game's gonna go on, so if there's like a night section, a night variant of every stage in the game, I don't know if I'm gonna do all that. It's a bit much. I'm gonna watch a long play after I'm done with this stuff in Ozerlane. I wonder if the booster... It seems to affect mod a little bit. And trees are thicker. Okay, I gotta be careful. Because it's just me against these guys. I don't have any, the highest number of Chapari buns needed to recruit anybody. So it's with that in mind, I'm going to recruit Humble. 3 Cellien's attack power, I kind of opening it. They could really use a healing, but I don't know. I also need the extra recruitment stuff. I'm gonna recruit Humboldt right now. That way I can have items that double both as healing and recruitment, summoning items. Let's see, anything else I have to do in Ozerlane? For now, that's gonna be it. Refill the food in my dorm. Okay. See. Okay, so I'm kind of spoiling things for myself, unfortunately. But it seems like it really doesn't end by where I thought it would. X1, X2, X3... Yeah, it goes on a while. So we're not even close to done yet. Okay, so he has an extra ranged attack. That's encouraging. I'm gonna have to be grinding more. Knowing there's extra stages has me pretty scared. Not even gonna lie, kinda nervous. No idea. I have no idea what I'm gonna do about the game. Probably just take it really slow after a certain point because I've been getting impatient. And I don't know. I don't want to force myself or get angry with this game, you know? I like Kemono Friends, I really do. But, you know, when you've been on a game for months and months, well, not really been on a game, but haven't been able to progress with a game for months and months, you kind of want that progress, you know? Of course I'm poisoned. Alright, how many do I have? 3. I'm gonna need a couple of these. Okay, now I have 4 or 5 sets and 1 3 set. I have 23 Japari buns I can run through. Oh, I was supposed to enter and save. Dang it. Humble Penguin. Where's friend's HP? We're gonna go with the health. With a health loadout, I think. Oh. I don't know about Prairie Dog, because she's seemingly good, but we have a lot of flying enemies, so I don't think that's going to help much here. That's not going to do anything against the mosquitoes. Okay, because I think I'm not gonna take that bait. I think the status conditions are going to help a little bit right now. Because I know everyone's going to be gunning for Toki, and we don't want Toki taking, you know, dummy damage. Okay, they're already taking a lot of damage. One at a time. One at a time. Okay, so the lightning, we don't necessarily have to be on top of them for the lightning to connect, so that's interesting. That's going to help a lot. I don't want to rush through the floor. Show the floor. Where next? I think up ahead would be best because there's one opponent there. If we can distract him and pull him into a corner, we might be able to do something at him. However, there's an opposite opponent. Ooh. Of course that thing takes its time to come down. Okay, so up that way. Take this slow. Look around corners. And you hide behind that tree. Gotta take it slow too. Oof. Might need Campo Flicker instead. Because her healing is a lot more consistent. I just take it all really kind of slow. I gotta make sure I'm using my dodges too. Unfortunately, Margay's advantage doesn't seem to permanently mark the map, so that's unfortunate. Okay, I need to actually like climb the tree. Three enemies over there, so we're gonna have to take kind of slowly. Then come in from behind them, so we're gonna have to take the long way. Kinda careful about corn. And regain their stamina. Oh, right. Margay kind of needs it. Yeah, I forgot. I kind of wasted those buns, but I'm not too worried though. I'll get more of them. So I'm filling that part of the map. Oh my goodness. Everything was in my way that time. Thank you, Toki, for all the healing. Gee. I probably singled that guy out. Probably wandered in. I'm not seeing any other ceruleans. Oh wow. Popped them both like balloons, that was fun. Yeah, I should probably talk more about stuff, but admittedly, the stuff I've been up to lately has been bad sleep and watching stuff about YouTubers going off the deep end. Which, you know, is something I could, yeah, you gotta think about your own impact times on this. Is something to talk about, it's definitely a topic, but it does feel a little messed up talking about it, because I kind of take mental health very seriously, as well as addictions. Oh my goodness, the stream today. What on earth happened? Let me check my settings. Okay, looks like we're back. I'm not sure what happened there. I guess it just dipped. But I'm glad that it's not as bad as it used to be. I really wish I didn't follow those guides that told me to do a thing that apparently actually makes it worse. I haven't been up to much positive other than, you know, work. Okay, dodge that one. Actually, I probably shouldn't have called him in. Good news is that my vacation is tomorrow, but unfortunately that means I won't be able to stream. I'll be leaving very early in the morning. On Saturday again, as per usual, for these vacations. So I'm gonna be, maybe streaming on Friday if I have the energy for it. Where do I want to go? Contact that one and single him out. And then make my way to the upper left. Man, the stream's terrible today. I just connected and disconnected twice. And overtime finally let off work. Oh, work finally let off for the overtime. Oh my goodness. No, that's the wrong one. Oy, normal stuff. Might have to recruit someone else. Campo Flicker. Oh yeah, I tend to forget 3 isn't the limit. Work finally let off overtime, so that's a relief. Shorter this time than I expected. I might not be as stressed out and tired on weekends since I'll have my Saturdays to myself. But at least that's what it seems like now. Don't know if we're gonna go back to overtime. Hopefully not, but try and keep hush about that because my job also does like its privacy. An explosive does help. Let's plan our route first. And which way next? That way. I did see the approaching cerulean, but I kind of disregarded it because I know we're running into one sooner or later anyway. Okay, now we have the full healing loadout. I think we'll be in a very good position. Okay, that's helping a lot, actually. Stay in here, heal a little bit. Oh. Sure, we'll leave this to us and... No. We're safe to hide right now. Situation. Now, this was the, like one of the last episodes leading up to the, leading up to facing off against the Blacks. Why am I bringing them here? I just really don't want them stepping on that. Maybe they could, but I don't know. We don't have the luxury for that just yet. Oh my goodness, the camera. I think the sound shows off his crystal very easily. Do I want to risk getting poisoned for an anti-poison item? This is the question. Oh goodness, there's a lot over there. We can maybe single one of them out. Gotta bait him. Alright, lithograph of clearance. Pretty good. I'm gonna have to wild rush once I get in that room. There's a bunch of them here. Just scratch my eye. I'm gonna eat a little bit. I'm glad nobody's here. That way they don't have to deal with the bad connection. Okay. He'll probably bring in the others, but... one, two at a time at the most. Okay, now we can rush the other one. Alright, that was pretty easy. It went really well. I don't lie, trap immunity would help right now, but... no sense asking for that, there's way too many. I want the mosquitoes gone first. Alright, that went pretty well. That went very, very nicely. Didn't even have to use any items. I think I'm finally getting better at the game, hopefully. It also helps that I have a party to max out my healing and damage. Where am I? What's that monster? Scared. Oh, is this what was it, the hyena? Oh, okay, that's a lot. Two ahead with some summoning traps, one behind. So, I think my general strategy is just bait them and gang on them. Just a general pack hunter mentality. We'll take care of the one behind us first because it looks like he's advancing. Yeah, this slowdown really helps minimize damage. Well, minimize incoming damage. The way the other friends run is so cute. Okay, there's three guys right up ahead. One picking up a fight. I'm gonna see this goes through the walls. Okay, that was taken care of pretty quickly. Leave them all here. Let them heal up. Take this very methodically, very slowly. We're gonna go to the lower room and then come around up to the top. Warp them to me, that way they won't run poison trap. You know, I almost thought about playing TF2 today. Oh darn it. Is that only keeps me so safe, just to say, not very. But the reason I didn't do that was because I wanted to chip away at this game some more. Hopefully finish it today. Wasn't sure what I was in for. How much longer that was going to take. And also just that TF2 generally makes me want to kill myself. You know, a fun game. It's given me some of the most fun I've ever had. Some of the only fun I've had with a shooter, but it's still a game that makes me, you know, miserable. Should have kept her in that healing. Where bots or no bots, some matches really are just respawning infinitely. One of those is balloon guys. I can't see who's behind the wall, but it looks like he's kind of small. So it's somebody we can pick a fight with. They don't normally do too much damage. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all here. Okay. Had me pretty worried. So we're gonna see somebody coming in around the corner. Let's at them. But it's also a game that, you know, kind of makes me want to kill myself. Like I said, most fun I've had with a shooter, but Pyro is, you know, just very unique. You don't get anything like Pyro in any other game. But at the same time, oh my goodness, some matches really are just respawning. Bots or no bots, it's, you know, like pick your poison. Some matches will be crap. The bots are gone, seemingly entirely, thankfully. Forgot to respond to a text message. The bots are seemingly gone, and that's good for sure. But, you know, now we're back to matches where you can just get kicked out of spawn by cracked snipers. Killed in a second by a rocket from a soldier, a random crit pipe bomb from a demo that's like just barely touches you at the edge of its blast range and does the full damage. And a heavy, just like, I don't know, same old thing. It's like old TF2, miserable. I don't know. I don't want to get too much doom and gloom, because I know the secret to this is get good, but sometimes it feels like it's so completely hopelessly stacked against you. That, you know, no amount of getting good could make up for the fact that you will literally be surrounded and killed by 3 people at once. Repeatedly. Oh, thank you. I was scared. My name is... I don't know. She doesn't know her name? It's sad seeing these adorable characters just so down in the dumps. Like, Okay, we can handle. Oh, okay, that's a bit much. We'll shoot across them. Like, I don't know. Sure, the matches might not have gone that way today. Anti-Cellien bomb, normal type. Marker's ointment. Okay, now we're filling in the inventory a little more. Sticky capsule. You'll regret opening this. Why do I believe it? I have no idea what this does, and I want to open it out of morbid curiosity, but it really better not. We don't have any more recruitment points, so we'll have to dismiss someone. We can't recruit Aardwolf? That's unfortunate. Golden snub-nosed monkey attacks with an extending staff to target weak points. Oh. Hello, nursing. Friends recover faster from status ailments. That sounds really helpful. We'll probably have to recruit, and dismiss 2 friends just for monkey. But if I really want her, I'm gonna have to think about whether or not I want to take up that cost. Ah, dang, she walked into the poison trap. Yeah, like, maybe the matches wouldn't have been that bad, but if they were, I didn't really want to broadcast that, and that's not really something I'm in the mood for. So, yeah, I'd rather just not deal with that. Okay, what's the game plan here? Get rid of him first. Act freely, ignore, evade. Evade. Okay, I'm gonna just one after another. More. Evade. Okay, well, didn't go quite as clean as I would have liked. But it's something. Ah! Yeah, I forgot I had lock on disabled. The violet crystal. Close them down. It's not gonna be much, but something. Ooh. I thought about adding mouthwashing to the list of games to play. But, it's not that mouthwashing is long, it's just that there's a lot of people that are into that game. And I kinda don't want to be the person... I'll use the acid bomb. But I kind of don't want to bring in the potential viewers from playing such a popular game. Woof! Oh, crud, it was still running out. It's okay, it'll restore soon. I got some new stuff out of that. I meant to use a healing item, but I guess it's okay. Alright, that's everything. Enter and save. I really try to scrub these floors for everything they've got. What a massive body. Is that a fish? Okay. That's not extremely grim or anything. Oh, okay. Wow. What do we do? I think I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to wild rush it. We'll take care of that guy first. Yeah, Serval does not do enough damage on her own. Gonna stay here, let them heal. Oh! Oy, it's a good thing they're all in good health, with the exception of Toki. But ugh. Here comes another one. No, what are you doing? Get back here. Oy. Oh, what a mess. Oh, quit running in the traps. Get the most healing I can out of that. Not too worried, I think Koki will heal her for everything she's got, but still. Carbon 5 set. Gold. Let them heal again. I like that I was able to jump from trees. I don't think I've ever been able to do that before in the game, so that was fun. I'm gonna need y'all to stop spawning. Yeah, I know I spam the corkscrew and lightning move a lot. It's kind of my best forms of damage. So I feel like I have to. Are you here to help the hunters? Fine, but be ready to run if things get dangerous. Brown bear rescued and joined. Oh, she takes a lot. Strongest bear stamp, a powerful attack that consumes all stamina. Ah, her finishing move. Hibernation, reduced damage stat caused by status ailments and traps. Your friends recover faster from status ailments, so that's pretty good. That could nearly nullify any and all status ailments. Snub-nosed monkey can hit the weak spots, and brown bear could just outright remove them for any additional health they might have after that. So that's pretty good. These are your dedicated cerulean killers, but I really need the healing item. But I'm kind of too scared to take off the healing. I don't doubt that that monkey and bear are going to be hella strong. Because from what I've seen so far, the advantages the friends give they're not nothing. It's like, oh, they do 5% of your own damage. No. They'll just crunch opponents. So that's something I have some faith in. I'm still just nervous because I feel like I need the others as well. I need the healing. I need more than just raw damage, Well, the good thing is the dungeon, the side of the dungeon might not be too big. Yeah, no, it's not worth. Just one little coin, it's not worth. And, hurting the whole group. Okay, 2 more rooms. Somebody's coming in, or something. Really, my inventory's full? Oh, wow, oops. Let's... I don't know. What happens if I drop it? 5 set. Oh, oops. Gonna let them heal up just in case. I want to keep my distance because they go where I go. But they go around where I go, so they could accidentally step into the wind trap, and I don't want that. Oh, is that a Chaos Emerald? No, no, don't you dare. Okay, I thought I saw a poison trap. That had me pretty scared. Let's see. Spike, mud, wind. And all this grass really hides the extra traps. Uh-oh. Oh, shit, bro, what the fuck? Did it just... Oh my goodness. Oh my... all that on for nothing. Oh, hang on, I'm a little salty after that. Well, it didn't lie. It really didn't lie. You probably gain like a bajillion experience if you can somehow win that, but my goodness. At least I still have it. That way I can sell it off to Lucky. But my goodness, man. I'm just kind of have to use that move. Or okay, you know what? The situation calls for it. So yeah. I can still sell that off to Lucky, thankfully. Carbon 5 set. Oh yeah. Need to react better to these though. Let their stamina recover. Yeah, I'm kind of going a little ham. Okay. Piece of plaster. But be ready to run if things get dangerous. Boy, did I make them dangerous. I always feel like I have to use that corkscrew move. Just because the weak spot is pretty high up. Like, it's way out of my reach, above me. Okay. Okay, level up, that's good. I'm not, no. Look, that's really tempting, but not with fire traps on opposite sides of it. That's just, no. That's asking to just throw away health, really. It's a waste. Oh, that move. Let myself run into that. 1075. Oh. I had a mental pause for a moment. Close quarters. Okay, cheat his medicine, part 3 on set. We go back the way we came. Wildly unrelated, but I thought about a video I saw recently called Hag Maxing New Hypergamy. I think I know what hypergamy means. Oh, alright. Act freely. Oh, I can run into the trap and bring it to them. Okay. They're probably still there, so. I'm not sure how hag maxing of all things would be hypergamy. Unless I mean... Because I don't know if hag maxing necessarily means being promiscuous. I thought it just meant, you know, wanting to date an older woman instead. Not necessarily going through them like chips. And save. Man, that black's really enough. Came up fast. Why did I have to beat them all by myself? These orders are brutal. So, maybe I'll watch it. I don't know. But anytime there's a soy jack, or a Wojak of any kind, in a video, I'm a little put off, not because I inherently think I'm above Wojaks and the very sight of them is an offense to the eyes or anything silly like that. It's just, I get the feeling that the kind of YouTuber that would use those are the ones that have like the based personality. And if you don't know what that is, it's the kind of person that's like really full of themselves, really judgmental, looks down on everything and everyone. Loves his like Greek and Roman mythology. Loves to look down on people, insult everything and everyone, like as everyone does on the internet. Jerk these. Like, look, I know not everybody's nice on the internet, but you know, there's an opposite extreme to these things. I let them regain their stamina. My Campo Flicker is so broken. Go ahead of me. Ow! Okay, we'll have to activate Campo's healing. Oh dear. Alright, well the gang's all here again, thankfully. Huh? Serval, didn't you come past here a while ago? You're taller now. Painted wolf. Oh, okay, there's... I thought we saw her earlier. Fast flurry... Tenacious hunting. A fast flurry of punches. For 10 seconds after a just dodge increases friend's attack power by 12%. Ooh, very nice. And the title is Sneeze for some... It's gonna take 14... I don't know if we have that. How many do we have? 3... 6... 8... 10? Okay, so we can't recruit all of them. We're gonna choose between one or the other. But yeah, that's how I feel about YouTubers with Wojak thumbnails. I don't know. Or rather, that's what I think the term I use for that kind of personality, what I call the based tuber. Maybe there's a better, more insulting name that I could use, but that's what I think. But that's the term I've come up with that I think makes sense for them. You'll regret opening this. Why did I? How many traps are removed? That's ridiculous. Yeah. So if you couldn't already tell, I'm not super fond of them. I'm generally not fond of that kind of personality in anybody. And the reason I call it the based personality is because, you know, maybe that's too flattering for that kind of person. But I call them that because I like how it can outrun the coins. I call them that because you can tell that's what they're trying to be. Oh, I could have timed that better. Oh no, I'm on low health. I have an excuse to use the sun. You can tell that's what they're trying to be. That's what they think they are in their mind. Their minds. You know what? It's okay. I can afford to take the damage. I've got healing items for days. If anything, I kind of need to make some room. Boy, don't get. It's just like, it's just a personality that gets off on being as rude as possible, being snarky, trying to be smart with everything and everyone, to the point where they've just got this little quip for every single thing, for so much as a breath out of someone. Like, never happy with anything, everything's bad to them. Borderline a doomer, but the only difference is that they're smug about it. And really dismissive towards everything. It's a personality I really don't like seeing in anyone, and I have no idea why it got so popular. I just know that it is, and I think if I had to make something of a crack theory, man, it really does have to keep just one at all times at least. Party bomb. Okay, so this will be the last guy, and then we'll move on to the next floor. Ah, okay, of course he throws a strong one at me. Fine. He's probably gonna give a lot of experience. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. Okay, last one. That was the last one. Like, they just get off on being very rude, and if I had to come up with something of a crack theory on why they're like that, I think it's because some people might have put 4chan up on a pedestal, and this is a bit of projection on my part, so I do apologize if that's all it is and I'm just wrong. But some people put like image boards and 4chan on a pedestal for certain reasons, one of them being that, yeah, normally they're kind of right about a lot of things. Like, they can see through politicians like glass. Well, usually. They used to be able to do that. But I think in recent years they proved that not everybody who uses an image board is immune to propaganda. With that aside, I think it's that they put image board users on a pedestal. Oh, that's a lot. I kind of idolized them and wanted to be like them. But they didn't really understand a whole lot about any of this, really. Oh boy, I'm gonna need everything I can get for the for the boss. They didn't really understand a whole lot. Just use it. As tempting as it is to eat all of them, just hear that popping sound over and over. And don't want to do that. Not just yet. But I think they wanted to be like image board users at some point. To where they kind of tried to be that way. And in some good ways they were able to. No, don't you get up, boy. Don't you take to them skies, boy. And in some ways they were able to, but in others, they just kind of... You know, they thought, you know, I want to be like those image board users. Those are based. And in some ways, they kind of can be. In others, however, they just become really... Don't walk into the trap, girls! In some ways they kind of can be. In others... Ow. In some ways it can be, and were. In others, I think they become kind of a mockery of what they idolized. Which is to say, somebody who's just needlessly rude. Just at all times for no reason. Constantly naysaying, but I don't know. That's all I've got to say on that. Because I want them to be able to heal up anything they need. I'm gonna start using these elephant med. Pack power and resistance for a short time. I'm not sure if that's gonna do much against the boss, but it might help. I want to keep like at least 2 for the boss. What floor am I on? Man, the music is really depressing here. That was pretty satisfying. You know the thing you can do in Assassin's Creed? It's like that. That was pretty fun. Illustrate that thing you could do where you could just jump off a building, a really tall one, and just to land on top of a guy and stab him. That was kind of fun. I'm surprised I didn't go into that wood trap, but that is pretty convenient. Get up on a tree. Real quick before I go. There's just one enemy left. There's an item. Party bomb picked up. Party bomb 3 set picked up. I'm alright. Yeah, it's like you have to really stop your attacks, take them one at a time. Let's see, 91%. Ooh, might almost be done. Found a shortcut to this floor. Raccoon, this friend-shaped Cellien ahead. Even raccoon sounds getting scared. Something breathing. You don't think that girl is... Uh-oh. Oh, dearest me. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the experience does go up. Alright, yeah. For the bosses, I might need to damage max. So it's a good thing I have all these Japari buns. I think I'll be fine. I'm glad... Okay, somebody sent me a message on Discord. Photograph of treasure. Ooh. Spawns a lot of gold on the floor. Ooh. You know what? Hang on, I've got an idea. Something kind of cool. We don't need this... The lithograph of charting. Lithograph guidance shows the floor map. We don't need that, but we do need this. Let's just remove all of them at once. All gone. Oh my god, why are there so many? Here, girl, step on the stamina. Oh my goodness. Owie! Why are there so many? Now we're definitely approaching a boss. Oh my goodness. Give me your crystal! Get in the crystal. Get in the crystal, Libtod. It's a great crystal. The best. Alright, I invited Saki. I want to use the bomb. Oh, do I want to use that bomb? Damages and poisons nearby Celliens. For a boss, that's pretty tempting, but I think we'll be fine. I have the healing items for it, but kind of do and I kind of don't. See, if I had Prairie Dog, I think I would be fine. Hi, Rocco. Thank you for coming in. How do I get the outline on the text? It's the CS script thing I've sent you. It lets you customize a lot of things about your chat script, about your chat text, and one of those is text outlines. I think in the last one, I might have to just miss Humboldt. And replace her with Prairie Dog. That way I can make more use out of my Japari buns, because I know I'm going to need those. And the 8-bit font, same thing. Is there a stoat friend? There was in the manga, actually. Inscription brained. There was in the manga. There was actually a stoat, and she would study all day and all night, and she kind of hated it. She actually got drunk. She was such a straight-laced nerd that she got drunk off of soda. My inventory's full. Oy. I don't want to drop. So she, after Serval and a couple of her friends came over for a New Year's party, she was able to chill out. I need a better monitor. Better than PO3. Persona 3? You're gonna have to tell me what PO3 is. That doesn't sound familiar to me. I forgot what I was saying, unfortunately. I think it was about YouTubers. But I really don't remember. Another inscription reference. I have no idea what inscription is. I'm sorry. YouTubers on the commentary videos and 50 hours long. No, it's not enough. I must make it longer. Ooh! Owie! Yeah, those healing rooms don't seem to help me very much. Ah! It's like Sonic when you could... like Sonic Generations where you could actually just outrun the rings. Oh, we caught up. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to need that. This is a surprisingly long fan. It is. It really is. Which is what I like about indie games now. They've been getting longer and longer. They've been pretty good. Like, I think they're legit replacements. Oh, what is that? Okay, well, can't even sell it for that much, so I think it'll be fine. But they've become a genuine replacement for AAA games, which is very... Oh, Serval, Raccoon Sun's gonna help you out. Let's divide our troubles among the group. Serval, I'll fight with you. I'm worried about Raccoon Sun. And that girl, too. Oh, I would like to have those buns. Now we can finally recruit Raccoon and Fennec, but, to finish my topic, they've become genuine substitutes for AAA games, at least in my eyes. Sure, the graphics aren't as long, sure, the stories aren't as good, sure, the graphics aren't as good, the stories might not be as high quality, the game itself might not be as long, the controls possibly not as intricate, and they are perhaps a bit buggy. But they're still good experiences. It's like comparing, how should I say this, a 5-star meal, 5-star restaurant to a good local, you know, like burger pub or something. Yeah, you could go to the 5-star restaurant, or you could go to the burger pub for like half the price and still get something that's pretty good. And with indie games, it feels like the same thing. They're more straightforward, they're more to the point, they're less full of themselves, but unlike the 5-star joint, they don't have like terrible working... They sometimes have terrible working conditions for the employees that makes you feel bad for giving them the $60, $70, $80 and extra for pre-orders, or I guess reservations, or just whatever that they ask. Sometimes AAA games really aren't that good. There's been no shortage of AAA games that are just buggy, or in other cases, just downright uninspired. Buggy in the case of Mass Effect Andromeda, old example, I know, but it's the one I remember off the top of my head. Or uninspired and downright ugly to look at, like Concord. Or in other cases, and they've become like even offensive in the case of Assassin's Creed, what's the Japanese one? Shadows, I think? Assassin's Creed Shadow the Hedgehog. So, yeah, I'm not fond of them. Sure, they're not always terrible, but there's something that I think needed a good substitute. Beyond just, you know, like movie tie-in games, and thankfully they do. They have with time. And it's also, I kind of want to defend Sonic in the face of criticism, because like, I mean, say what you will, but they're fun and straightforward. I don't see what the problem is. But getting sidetracked aside, like I said, they've become a valid alternative option. Especially for, you know, working adults who don't always have the time. And I'm really, really, really grateful for that. It's kind of why the games I play are usually like indies. Because I just want a game that gets down in the meat and potatoes. Yeah, I want a tutorial and all that, but I don't want a 100, 200, 300 hour long RPG elements, open world with a story written by a novelist that runs on just forever with like a million cutscenes. It's like, bro, I gotta go to bed in 30 minutes before I go to work for 10 hours the next day. I'm gonna need you to hurry it up. And games like this are what I like. They're generous about your time. They look good enough. They're fun, like really fun. They understand simple fun. It's just, it hits a lot of things right for me. And I think they're easy to appreciate if you can be okay with having a bit less. And I think why I can appreciate them is because I'm used to games that have a bit less. And yes, I know about And yes, I know about your chat messages. I will get to them in a bit. I just kind of want to wrap up because I know every time you send me a chat message, I want to talk about it because they're admittedly good topics, but, you know, they're topics that weren't staying on there for a good little while. So I think part of the reason why I can appreciate them is because I'm used to games with a bit less. I was used to playing in like movie tie-in games as a kid. Games that weren't as good. Did that one just shoot to the sky? I was used to just not having like the best games ever as a kid. Another button. Be nice if I could just group them on the spot. So, in general, I think that's how I'm able to appreciate these. Oh, oh, wait. Ah! No, that's okay. I'm smart. So yeah, that's how I'm able to appreciate them. I'm just kind of used to having games that, you know, like aren't the best ever. The games I'm used to playing aren't God of War or anything. I was used to playing good games, but, you know, I was used to playing, like, games that weren't the best either. So I'm glad I'm able to appreciate, you know, lesser games, and I'd like it if more people could do the same, because I think they're overlooking, you know, fun and straightforward experiences. Games that aren't as fun, but, you know, give you some good, you know, give you a good return on your $60 investment, or especially now, you'll see great investments. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I want to do this. For like $30, you know? Oh, money. Sponge boy me Bob! I activated a lithograph of treasure, and I'm now addicted to this floor and never want to leave. Actually, before I go any further, let me just read your chat messages since I wrapped up my topic. Oh goodness, did you just say among? No, yeah, we can finally recruit them. And let's see what their stats are. Their advantages are steal items from Celliens when attacking. That's pretty good. And only for 2 cost. Friends recover HP 20% faster during wild release. They recover HP. I did not know that, and I was not paying attention. That explains why I'm so beefy when I use that. Ball play kicks a ball to attack. Buff items last 10% longer. Well, not the best. It sounds like Raccoon will put in some serious work. Like, it doesn't sound like much, but I can see that actually really coming into, really helping out a lot. Panic doesn't sound like the strongest, but I don't know, buff items lasting longer does sound nice. AAAs will never make something like Signalis. They really won't, and that's another thing I forgot to mention, is their lack of variety. They want to do what works. That's why they, I mean, it's no secret, but that's why they put out so many first-person shooters. Why they put out so many hero shooters. Just shooters. And I have such a grudge against AAA games. And just the industry as a whole. for having just been shooters for the longest time. Maybe it's not as bad as I act like it is, but there's a reason why I stick to Sonic like super glue. And that's because for 3D platformers, it was Sonic or Mario for a long time. Sure, you know, I'm lucky I get to have both. But after I'm done with those two games in a generation, what then? You know, just wait until the next console for my next 3D platformer? I don't want to do that. You know, I'm glad that indie games have brought rise to the subgenre of likes. You know, like, you get Souls likes, you get, in this case, well, I'm not sure if you can call it Devil May Cry like, but you can get like Mario likes, Sonic likes exist now. There was a Pokemon like, there's a Pokemon like in Pal World. I'm waiting for a Zelda like, and I don't mean top down, I mean 3D open. Like the old 3D open Zelda, not Breath of the Wild onwards. I mean Ocarina of Time. I mean Twilight Princess. That's the kind of thing. And that's something you can get with indie games, and I'm really happy about that. And it is about time for that. Because sure, you can say that some of those things should have died in the past, but what do we have as the alternative? More shooters, more open worlds that were in development for 10 years. That take forever for people to just consume, maybe play half of it, and move on to the next game that's going to distract them. It's just... But for people who, like me, who play it start to finish and, you know, miss these old experiences, miss these old genres and subgenres, it's good to see it in indie games. So that's why I get passionate about this. I get fired up because, you know, it's something I've been wanting for the longest time, and finally it's happening. And if it hasn't happened yet, it's gonna happen with us. I think people are doomers about indie games a little too much. Granted, I haven't seen that opinion much, but I've seen it from time to time. And I think that's the kind of person who's stuck in the past that sees every indie game as just Shovel Knight 500 or something. Like, yeah, sure, they were that way sometimes, where they were just Metroidvanias out the ears, or Mario lookalikes, but they're better now. We get Spark the Electric Jester, we get Hat in Time, we get Sammy Roll, we get what's the one with the dragon that you go through dreams? But we get something like that. I think there's like a Mega Man X, Mega Man type of game out there, the 3D Mega Man. We get Doom likes. You know, indies are pretty good. It's easy to call it an inbred media, and I suppose that's fair. But admittedly, these aren't the people that have the budget to pave new ground. And I also think that's kind of looking gift horse in the mouth. But that's what I have to say. Then I'm going to wrap up with before I move on to the next Signature messages. Open Season 2006. I've not played it, unironically. Those are the kind of games I played. I played some movie tie-in games. Yeah, they weren't the best, but I don't know. I had fun. I thought, oh, these are characters I like. It has a good, you know, feedback. There was one where you can just like pick up a plunger and smack some rats around. Yeah, it wasn't high art, but it was fun, and that's all I need. To be honest, I just want a unique experience from indies. All AAAs look the same. I think, admittedly, some indies aren't the best. You know, there's one, well, aren't the best for that, but at the same time, I can eat my words pretty easily because, well, I don't know. A lot of them seem to be inspired by something else instead of just completely original, which I think is the one biggest downside of them. So there's not many I can recommend off the top of my head. Instead, I would just be recommending you games that are like other games. So Crow Country is, you know, like Silent Hill. There's those games that a friend of ours recommended on my Steam browsing stream. A couple that were like F-Zero. So you kind of have to go looking through the Steam catalog on your own, really start digging through itch.io. But I think that becomes a hobby in itself, where you start trying to explore and find new games that might interest you. And I would completely recommend it because I think it's fun. I think it's good to go treasure hunting like that. You never know what you're going to find because games are so varied now, especially with so many indie developers. So I would absolutely encourage anybody, just go. Be free. Search. And enjoy whatever you find, be it a visual novel, an open world. Just try it. Run anywhere. Realistic guy in grimdark setting. I don't like those. I hate those. Wow, so unique. Everyone had a crappy movie tie-in games as a kid. Yeah, I think every reviewer doesn't want to admit it, but they probably have at least one they enjoy. No, man, I don't play your movie tie-ins. Slap! I played only the best games. Hey, what's this old copy of Madagascar 2 doing in a room? It's my little brother's. Rayman? Axed. Spyro? Axed. Crash? Well, you get 4, but for a long time it was axed. The old 3D open Zelda, like Ocarina of Time? Yes. When chatting, try to move your character. In-game. Being hard, completely original is extremely hard, speaking as a game dev on the gameplay front at least. It is. I think in a way, that's kind of why they don't do it. They might not have the budget. And thank you for that suggestion, because I know I really get distracted, so that was my mistake. So my apologies there. But yeah, love what you mentioned. All those games axed. But with indie games, owie. But with indie games, you know, it's just a question of how soon will they be made, you know? Yeah, it's an if. But if the demand is there, somebody's going to step up and try to meet that, which is one of the good things about capitalism that I think a lot of Twitter users really don't want to acknowledge. Okay, Flicker is doing a lot better on health, thank goodness. Toki can use some healing, but I'm not too worried about any of them because I know they'll recover pretty soon. Not on the tree? Ah, there it is. But yeah, any game that you want to see will... If there's enough demand, it might get made. It is a question of if, but with this pattern we've been seeing, it comes close to being a question of when. So there will be admittedly a dollar store crash with a character design that's not quite as good. Prey. With a character design that's not quite as interesting. You know, a game that seems a lot more budgeted and shorter than one might like, but it's gonna be there, and you've seen it with finally a Rayman-like game being made. I mean, there was even a CDI Zelda-like. Multiple amulet energy responses detected. Sandstorm raw concentration 600 times the normal limit. Ooh, dearest me. Oh, dearest me. Yeah, I used that lithographic treasure a little too early. What is that? Oh dear. Oh, okay, I can still hit that there. You're dropping a lot of stuff here, and I really appreciate it, but this is a bit much. But yeah, there's been a lot of variety. That's the point I wanted to make. I gotta play Rosette someday. Dollar Store Rayman 3. I could make that, I guess? You could. You could. I mean, it's always worth it. Not going to get too political, but Twitter is going from a left-wing echo chamber to a right-wing echo chamber, which both suck. Is it really? I guess because the opposite side's been running off to Blue Sky, which I'll probably come back anyway. If I was Maid Cafe on Electric Street, I'll definitely be buying that. Ooh, release day stream? Have you ever tried thinking out loud for streams? Might help with dead air. Yeah, about that. Thing is, I'm always thinking out loud. And if I'm not saying anything, then I'm literally experiencing no thoughts, head empty. Okay, let me see if I can... Yeah, like I said, if I'm not saying anything, it's because I'm experiencing no thoughts, head empty, and that's something I'm liable to experience. Collapse from those on walls while I'm that. My goodness. Ugh. Next time I see some bad guys, a good group of them, I'm gonna use the elephant medicine. Serval, the amulet is park property. Please return to the staff. What's that gonna do? Oh, okay, I thought I saw a black cerulean, and it scared me. No thoughts, head empty? Well, yeah, literally. That's what I'm liable to experience just about all the time. When I'm streaming. Like, I have thoughts going on in my head, but I have thoughts I can't always express, too. They might be a bit too private, unrelated, a bit gross, just a bit too personal. Like, I can't say everything I'm thinking, you know? So I try to think out loud. You know, I've been trying to do that, but... But it's easier said than done for me. I can carry a conversation. But something I always struggled with. Was just dead air in a conversation. Man, I guess sort of the dodge mechanic. Oy. Okay. Boy. There's just way too much stuff for me to use. Another bun. Like, you really start from the bottom. In terms of items, it feels like. Owie! So what are those over there? Buns, I think. So I'm just gonna have to sacrifice those items. I can't use everything. Let's see. Do I get a triple jump? No, I don't. Enter and save, 93%. Oops. Okay, saved. Oh, I think oh, this looks familiar. This looks familiar. It's just missing the music box. It reminds you of something for some artwork. I think on a Kemono Friends album, which it had a table, a music box, and it was next to a tree and a couch. Kind of like this, actually. And it plays some. And it was album artwork for Kemono, for the anime. And the scenery hits hard for some of the tracks, or for some of the more grim, depressing tracks in the game. And I hope you don't mind, but I would like to take a screenshot here, because that is quite the scenery. Gotta pose it between the clouds and then sun up there, because oh, that's a shot there. Camera. Oh my. If only. It cost. Makes the game easier to play. Thank you. Camera turns to. Oh, if only there was a camera mode in this. Change settings related to non-standard play. But sorry, just the photographer in me got set off. But yeah, some of those tracks would really hit when they were like very peaceful and somber, when they were sad and when alongside a depressing event. It's great OST, but man, we will hit you in the feels. I've got a full inventory, so I think I'm gonna be okay. Don't worry about unrelated stuff. No, I'm talking about like wildly unrelated. I'm talking about like work, you know, stuff that's boring. So not even mundane stuff like, oh man, I got a pizza, but it was fun, it was exciting. I'm talking about like, oh, you know, I had to go get my tires checked today. I went to go get groceries. Like, nobody wants to hear about that. I mean, have you tried talking yourself like a schizo? That's why I took up streaming, because I have a bad habit of that. I love how Toki jumps. You mean like where she just kind of pops up into the air? Because I haven't seen her jump, actually. I don't mind hearing about tires and groceries. Yeah, and it's stuff I talk about, but I want to keep things interesting. Not like super duper boring, you know? Okay. There we go. Elbo's diary. January 1st. The New Year's party was fun. Everybody accepted me. I'm glad. Thank you. January 7th. I looked in the mirror. My face color was different. It looked like the friends' faces. Am I a friend as well? January 15th. I heard a Cellien's voice below the earth. I won't go back to them. I have a lot of important friends now. January 19th. There was a very big Cellien voice. It came from very far below the earth. It is stronger and scarier than Queen. Empress? January 21st. The mountain will blow up soon. A lot of Celliens will come. No one knows but me. I feel bad for reading this with a full mouth. One thing I want to say, I really appreciate this vibe. The setting of a single tree out in an open area, it reminds me of Majora's Mask. When you're inside the moon, there's a hill on there's a grassy hill and a single big tree up on top. From afar you can't see anybody around it. But everywhere you look is just sky and clouds as far as the eye can see. This is inside the moon, by the way. And it sounds bizarre, but that's what it looks like. And it's a setting that I never really forgot, because it just stuck with me. It's a very unique one. A very peaceful one. If you went there, you wouldn't know about. It's a very big change to the rest of the game up before it, and to the events immediately before it. And both in the setting and in the story. So it reminds me of that. Though this one far more grim. It doesn't suggest a life, you know? Might leave real quick for some water. January 22nd. My powers can stop it. I have to go. The 4 guardians will help. Not telling anyone else. I know my friends will stop me. January 23rd. Diaries are amazing. Even when I am gone, my thoughts will stay here. Okay, you know, I'm gonna take that as a water break because that's depressing. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Kirby, gonna put my laundry in the dryer. I'm back and ready to bawl my eyes out. Oh, this must be Cellien's serval. Yep. It's definitely what they've been alluding to, I think hinting at, throughout the entire game. And one we even had to fight. And if I had to guess, the one we've been fighting is, it might be the same one, but perhaps reclaimed in some way and changed to do what she was intended to do. Viewed by the Queen, possibly Empress, as a defective unit in a sense. So they changed her to be more like a cerulean, removing her individuality. Since her individuality was, to us, a good thing, but as far as ceruleans go, a defect, a flaw. in an accident. That's my guess. From my limited knowledge, unfortunately I'm not educated on the gacha game. On either of the gacha games, which I kind of should be. So that's the next anime I'm gonna watch. Long plays of the gacha game. Alright, which painful boss are we gonna fight now? Okay, that's a boss. What do we do now? Okay. Is anybody poisoned? Everyone's poisoned. Alright, oh my goodness, she's really strong. Oh. Oh my goodness. Wow. Half damage, attack power, running speed. No, just go. Just go. Oh wow, we're fast, jeez. Oh, we're not prepared for this. Oh, okay, we're running out of stuff. Jeez. Whew, okay. Yeah, final boss already. Seems that way. Great soundtrack, by the way. Yeah, for sure. Okay, who do we have? Heals other friends, makes Cellien angry. She's been targeted a lot. Lose fuse Celliens momentarily. Made explosive to attack. Where should we recruit? Grey Wolf sounds pretty good. Her HP 20% faster, which would be a good pair up with Campo Flicker. If only Grey Wolf didn't take up 3. Because her attack debuff sounds pretty helpful, but we gotta be careful about how many we use. At most, I can pair up Grey Wolf to someone else. But that would be during Wild release, where she pairs up with Flicker, and we don't need something so situational. We're out of bombs, too. Increase friends attack power, impact power 8%, melee attacks, Moose. Brown Bear would be pretty bad right now. We don't need somebody who would be rendered immobile pretty easily. High frames by 20%, dodge power of attacking. Dodge rate by 5%. Now we have 3 left. Enemy use fire trap. Okay. We can raise defense and lower offense. Not by much, it's only by 10%, but it might help. Range attacks, melee ice trap. Here she comes. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. He's got that blaze type attack. Spawns a lot of ceruleans. Just keep going, just keep going. I think we might have lost a friend at one point. Woo! Defeated boss Cellien. Level up. Serval X? Serval's Diary. January 1st. Happy New Year! We had a New Year party with Mirai-san and Selval. Last year had some rough times, but fun things happened too. I hope this year will be fun as well. January 8th, I played video games with Selval and Red Fox. Selval's been really happy lately. Did something good happen? This isn't Selval, this is Serval X. Oh, where's the real Selval? January 20th. Selval was nervous today. I asked her what was wrong, but she wouldn't tell me. What happened to her? January 23rd. Selval disappeared all of a sudden. 4 of the guardian beasts are missing too. What's going on? I hope we find them soon. During January 25th. Ako-san flew in from another region. She said that the Sandstar volcano in Kyushu seemed strange. I'm gonna think of it, there have been a lot of earthquakes recently. February 7th. The volcano erupted and Celliens came out. We beat them. Selville okay? February 14th. Miura-san found some weird things at the Sandstar volcano. They're important things to keep the park safe. Even if the volcano erupts again, there won't be as many Celliens. Called anti-cell... something? February 25th. Today I went on patrol with Mirai-san to look for Celliens. There was a big warm pool in the snowy mountains. Oh my god. Oh, the heartbreak. Oh, Mirai. March 3rd. There was a big eruption today, and a big black Cellien attacked us. I ran away today. But tomorrow I'm going to team up with my friends and beat it. I hope Selville's okay. March 4th. Carousel, Fennec, and Raccoon-san and I tried to beat the big Cellien. I could see Carousel in there, so that's definitely the gacha game. The first one, I think. But it kept healing and the parts we knocked off of it spread to other areas. What do we do? March 5th. Mirai-san found the 4 gods. She said the weird things she found on the volcano before were the 4 gods. But what happened to Seryu and the others? And what about Selville? This long and she's still thinking about her. March 6th. Mirai-san fixed the 4 gods, so we should be able to win now. There's going to be a bombing, so we have to evacuate the island for a while. March 9th. We beat it! Mirai-san came up with a strategy to lure it to the jungle with a bus, then drop it into the river to weaken it. Then I defeated it with everyone's help. Wait, what about Selville? Where did Selville go? Was Selville coming back, or was she thinking about how she was gone the whole time? I think there was this thing about how Selville would wander off pretty often. Oh boy. So the finale in the anime must have been especially heartbreaking for people who watched the manga. Well, for people who played the gacha game, watched the manga. March 19th. Oh, Nana. Nana-san, Mirai-san, and Kako-san said they want to give me the power to fight Celliens. Tomorrow they're taking me to a weapon maker's place. When I come back, I meant to lie and say I was abducted. But I don't mind lying if it'll protect everybody. And it's okay to lie on April Fool's Day. Oh yeah, that. April 1st. I'm home! Swimming with that strange equipment on my back was hard. I told a lie just like Mirai-san told me to. The Faust lady kept calling me Saint Serval for some reason. And she was strange. Weapons won't be ready for a while. Oh, Saint Serval. April 15th. Mirai-san told me what happened to Selville. Oh. Miura-san told me what happened to Selville. May 5th. The weapons from Faust arrived. But Kako-san says we have to keep them secret until the end of June. When can I go save Selville? I'm not following this story. Kind of confused. This is... I thought it was straightforward. This is a recollection of the first Serval's life from the gacha game, covering the events from the gacha game. And, you know, if you remember, just earlier we read Selville's diary entries. This leads up to that, well, follows alongside that from Serval's perspective. And past that, this is, like I said, this is the first Serval. This involves Carousel, Raccoon, Fennec, Nana, and Mirai. Nana and Mirai being the humans, but also a lot of stuff that we covered earlier in the game where it was about the events leading up to the park's eventual abandonment and how they were fitting Serval for weapons to fight the Ceruleans, and knowing that ultimately they would have to leave the park. And this is Serval's perspective throughout these events. That was a sloppy explanation, but I hope you get the idea. The weapons from May 5th. The weapons from Faust arrived, but Kako-san says we have to keep them secret until the end of June. But when can I go save Sir Salvo? Is Serval X the original Serval? No, I think maybe. I think that was a different Serval, but I could be wrong about that. But I think like all the Servals kind of looked the same, you know, barring some height differences. But Serval X is meant to be like an extra Serval, you know, a different one. But we'll see in time. This might be the first Serval. How many Servals are there? There's one for every continuity or window of time in the Kemono Friends overall story. So there's one for the gacha, there's one for the manga, one for the animes, both seasons for, well, not even for better, for worse. I think another one in the Sega gacha game, Kemono Friends 3, and I think that's it unless there's one I'm forgetting. I think this one we're playing as now is the one in the anime. Serval, original Serval, Salvo, Serval X. So it's like Link? Kind of, but minus the reincarnation aspect. Just, you know, to keep it in perspective, to remind the player that these are species and there can be more than one. That's why you'll see, you know, some of these characters in different settings with different memories, even with different personalities. That's why Tsuchinoko in the manga had a different personality from Tsuchinoko in the anime. And because there were two different Tsuchinokos. One for each of those, and there's probably more Tsuchinokos. June 10th. I trained with the weapons in Kako-san's laboratory. We're doing this in secret. Telling everyone that it's a health check. That piano note at the end, the heavy one, is June 20th. All the staff members are irritated. Miura-san is crying. What happened? June 24th. Staff are destroying vehicles that can fly. What's happening to everybody? June 30th. The director gave me her amulet. And why is she leaving? Is she really coming back? July 24th. Karasal told me to chase Miura-san and the others on the boat, but I believe in Miura-san, so I'm going to stay here. Yeah, Karasal was the smart one. August 9th. New friends were born today! I wish I could tell Miura-san about them. August 31st. It's been 2 months now. Come on, come back already! Bro, this hurts. Like, this is... It sounds like it's from the perspective of a child, and yeah, it's from the perspective of an animal with a very basic understanding, given, you know, a higher conscience, closer to a human, but still on the level of a small child, because that's the best they can have, and one that's been kept in the dark, because humans made things complicated. September 25th. October. Onari-sama, Silver Fox, Thompson's Gazelle, White Rhinoceros, and Crested Ibis were eaten by Celliens. November. African Elephant, Indian Elephant, 4 Friends in PIP, Bearded Seal, Saber-toothed Cat, Brush-tailed Possum, Bontang, Brown Long-eared Bat, and Common Vampire Bat were eaten by Celliens. This is sad, but I'll have to watch it later, I guess, so I can understand the story more. Yeah, you'll probably be able to find some recaps on like a wiki or some recap videos that go over it. December. Oh my god. You have to watch all this happen in the gacha because it sounds heartbreaking. I don't know how I'd even get through the main story. Number: Blue Whale, Komodo Dragon, Indo-Pacific Humpback Dolphin, Leopard, Black Panther, Bald Eagle, Hawk, Falcon, Dromedary, Giant Pangolin, Red Fox, Italian Wolf, Grey Wolf, Mountain Hare, European Hare, Arctic Hare, Margay, Raccoon Sun, and Fennec were eaten by Celliens. Blank. Just more blank pages. How many years has it been? I don't even know what day it is anymore. I'm the only one left. The Celliens ate everybody else. They looked like insects, beasts, but the real insects and beasts are gone. The mountains have ice, and they won't stop erupting. I could go back to before everyone is gone. If I had one chance to change the fate to save Salvo. I was acting there a little bit, but oh, God. Don't get me wrong, I love Kemono Friends, but oh boy, does it lower your guard? So it can really start pulling at your heartstrings. Those poor creatures. And so I'm guessing this was the serval. This was the serval before us, as we found this on her. Breaking the friend limit. And we forgot like 5% of something, and it has me work. What did we miss? If you have the perfect amulet, you can summon friends with a total cost higher than 12. However, the further you exceed the limit, the more penalties you will incur. HP recovery items become less effective. Buff items wear off faster. Okay, so timer increases become more important. I'll be going for now, I'm just not in the mood for drama, so I'll be rewatching later when I'm more in the mood, but I hope you enjoy the ending of the game. Alright, well, I guess you're not on stream. However, the further you exceed the limit, the more penalties you'll incur. HP recovery items become less effective. Buff items wear off faster. Friends besides serval have their impact power and dodge rate decreased. The Sandstar gauge takes longer to fill. Celliens recover quickly from status effects. Celliens move and attack more frequently. Celliens begin to activate. Oh my goodness. Wild release of their own. Boss Celliens have their weak points exposed for a shorter time. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's this is like each penalty. All of them, you know, slowly increasing in percentage over per summon, or each one. Or like each one after another. Okay, whoa, that's a lot. Save the amulet is completely restored. Your prior library. Divide troubles among the group. I think we should let her sleep. Even though I'm curious, but I'd like to believe she's just sleeping. The other serval still hasn't woken up. She's still sick from the Cellien attack? Please fuck tell me she's not dead. Welcome to Little Lodge Campo. Will you be staying the night? Are these houses built around the library? All these houses built around the library are wonderful. Which one is your serval? Please tell me anything about her. We used to have lots of manga artist friends. Their stories were more emotional than Wolf Sensei's. A lot of the library's manga were about a weird subject. The professor called it cooking? Fall into the Sandstar crater on the mountain and you'll never return. Just kidding. The truth is that right now the park's resting on top of a huge Cellien. Oh, those are some nice expressions. Oh my goodness. That all sounds terrible and left to wonder, how did the park recover from all that? Interesting to think that the sticky capsule, I don't know if I can even open here, but I'm not gonna try it. Summons the final boss, and boy, are they strong. One, two. And it can do anything. We were playing with some friends earlier and she was really good at kicking the ball. I think there was a meme at one point of these two just driving the cart. And it was really funny. I loved the memes the Japanese would make for Kemono Friends. Fennec's always helping Raccoon-san out. She's the reason Raccoon-san can give it her all. Great Yuri pairing. I just go anywhere, huh? One, two. Raccoon-san's got dexterous fingers, so she's good at grabbing things. And she's really patient, too. Raccoon-san's always running around. He goes the wrong direction, usually, but I think that's cute. At last, the amulet is complete again. Sandstar Raw won't trouble you anymore. Though the friend-like Cellien was Serval's ancestor, the amulet must have protected her. That's probably why she was able to keep her form instead of being completely turned back into an animal. And the scary thing is, like, if somebody... I think the way it worked was... if someone is taken by Cerulean, they would be returned to their original form, what they were before. So, say if it took Serval, if being attacked by a Cerulean but saved in time, she would return to just being a normal Serval, and all of her memories wiped. But if she stays in that Cerulean, I think it would have taken her form and assumed that. So essentially, the Cerulean would become a Serval. Probably just an animal Serval, but if it was a strong Cerulean, it might have become something like Selval. Still, kind of messed up. I won't say that's like some Made in Abyss type stuff, not on that level, but a little morbid to think about. So the friend like Cellien's was Serval's ancestor. Amulet must have protected her. How much gold do I have? 3,000. Okay, good. Owns a lot of Celliens, worth 600 gold. Very nice. 333. I'm surprised they didn't make it 666. Yeah. Definitely don't want that on me. What do we need? What do we need? Plasma Claw. Turns up some several skills, 1,500. 1,200. During wild release, perform a bolt attack and hold down special and attack. A devastating thunderbolt attack consumes Sandstar. During wild release. Yeah, that's something you only want if you know what you're doing. So we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna think about what I want next. I'm not terribly, I'm not too worried about the party buns and healing items because we keep finding those a lot, but I think we'll be good. But I don't know. I'll explore the map and then see how things are going. Friend guide. 46 out of 56. I think I might have to go back to where I was earlier. Oh. I don't have it recorded somehow. I think I might have to go back because it looks like I missed something. Golden Snub-Nosed Monkey. Wild release button and toggle Shining Eyes. Cement Bone Tanner Observation. Formates Sir Copus Thesidae Rhinopithecus. Golden Snub-Nosed Monkey. Golden Snub-Nosed Monkey is a friend who lives in the highlands of the forest area. Her body has golden hair and her crown has black hair. But as an animal, her hair changed color with age. She is mild-mannered and caring. It is rumored that the hero of the human myth, A Journey to the West, was based on the Golden Snub-Nosed Monkey. The rumor seems to have reflected in her appearance, and as a friend, she is a strong combatant who works with the Cellien hunters. I'm kind of surprised we were able to take down that boss. The way we were. I know by targeting the weak spot, but I'm surprised we did enough damage in the time we had, though. I probably could have afforded to use the potions sooner. Carnivora Ionidae Protelis. Hardwolf. Hardwolf is a friend who lives in the savannah area. He is nocturnal and rests in burrows during the day. Rather than digging her own burrow, she prefers to use shelters built by other friends. She is often mistaken for a wolf, but she's actually a hyena friend. She is easily frightened. Became a friend only recently and doesn't even understand the threat of Celliens yet, so be sure to treat her kindly. Ah, so that's why she didn't know her name. Brown Bear. Carnivora Ursidae Ursus. Brown Bear is a friend... Oh, we saw Raccoon and Fennec back there. A raccoon? Yeah. Oh, she doesn't have a wild release either. Brown Bear is a friend who lives in the forest and snowy mountains area. She has a sweet tooth. As an animal, she spent the winter hibernating in her burrow, but as a friend, she can work in any season thanks to the readily available Japari buns. Unlike many friends, she is not afraid of fire. Her strength, speed, sense of smell, and fighting prowess are all fantastic, but she prefers to avoid conflict where possible. As the leader of the hunters, she has defeated many large Celliens. Painted Wolf. Oops, forgot about that one. Carnivora Canidae Lacaun. Oh yeah, Now I remember Aardwolf. She wasn't in the anime, I don't... Well, no, I think she was. Not for very long, but she was tracked as, like, a friend who kind of went along with her own story, if I remember properly. She was the first friend in the anime who got attacked. Presumably, she was the one who screamed, and when Serval and Kaban went to the source of that scream, they found a blue cerulean. They didn't find anybody surviving, but I think at some point in the anime, it showed an Aardwolf just kind of panting. I'm guessing what happened here is that Aardwolf kind of evolved back into a friend, but she has no recollections of the events, and that's why she doesn't know her name. So that's my guess. That's probably also why she doesn't have a wild release form either. Carnivora Canidae Lacaun, Painted Wolf. Painted Wolf is a friend who lives in the savanna area. Her ears are large and round, and her fur has irregular patterns. She works her best in a group. Even after becoming a friend, she is serious, responsible, and follows her leader's orders to the letter. She has both speed and stamina and uses herd tactics to chase and overrun the Celliens. This has caused some issues because other friends cannot match her movements. She is a recent newcomer to the Cellien hunters. Raccoon, Carnivora Procyon. Raccoon. Raccoon is a friend who lives in the forest area. She is adaptable. Even Raccoon has a wild release. She is adaptable and can live in many regions. Many friends mistake her for a raccoon dog, but she has a black horizontal stripe on her tail. She is good at swimming and climbing trees. Her vision is poor, but her hands are very tactile and sensitive. She tends to hunt for things in the water based on touch alone. As a friend, she is quick to act and often gets herself into trouble, but her tenacity is second to none. Carnivora Canidae Vulpes. Fennec. Fennec is a friend who lives in the desert area. She is the smallest of the canine friends. Digs deep burrows to survive the heat of the day and the cold of the night. She is resistant to droughts and can get water from plants when there's none to drink. Her large ears help dissipate heat and catch Celliens in hiding. Her soles are covered with hair, letting her walk on hot sand. She's generally laid back, but life in the harsh desert has given her a shrewd streak. We've still got quite a few to find. Alien Guide, Bolt. My goodness. Oh, dearest me. Oh, what even is that? That's terrifying. Oh, a DNA strand. That's not terrifying at all. Yes, that's a lie. It is terrifying. T-Rex? Where the heck are these? I didn't find those. Halocynthia roretzi. The Cellien imitates a sea pineapple. We've never seen a Cellien imitate a chordate before. Its stone is on its side or on top. It usually stays still unless provoked. The red one can move its stone around when it's attacked by a friend. That detail really scared me. Being the only one left and the mountains themselves have eyes. Like, you're just constantly on the run and everything's watching you. And it's just a matter of not whether or not you can hide, how long you can run. Like, gosh, could you imagine that? It'd be terrifying, dude. The only thing that makes it seem less scary is the bright colors that ceruleans have, but imagine what that would look like in a realistic setting. Ugh. And it kind of reminds me of a very interesting fan work that I need to track down and keep up with, called Raisan's Mansion, which is more like a Raisan's apartment complex because it took place in an apartment complex. But it wasn't haunted by ceruleans per se. Instead, it seemed like there was something far worse going on. Whereas Arai-san, by sheer luck, was able to constantly steer clear of the horrifying, just Silent Hill type setting she was running in that surrounded her. Why she somehow just didn't notice any of this stuff, and everything she saw was just something she thought was weird. But she didn't really understand any of it, and even when it came like literally knocking on her door, she managed to make the right choice at the time. And by sheer dumb luck is how she was able to survive, but you would find how other friends fared against this, and even a human, and they not fare so well. There was a group of, I think, like giant otters with a very basic vocabulary and speech abilities, only saying phrases. But they would like chart the apartment complex, but they wouldn't always survive. Sometimes they would lose a member of their squad. It was all pretty scary. And there are a few small videos, a small handful of videos that I hope are still up on YouTube. But yeah, those are pretty haunting. They made it look like an actual video game. And it was kind of like one of those creepypastas, you know, that would show a game that was made up specifically for video, kind of like what Petscop intended to do. It was kind of like that. Dunkleostis telleri. This Cellien imitates an extinct fish called Dunkleosteus. No, Dunkleosteus. We've never seen a Cellien imitate a fish before. Its head is very hard. Alright, like a dunkling. I forgot what these were called. Its stone moves across its body in the order of right cheek, right abdomen, back, left abdomen, left cheek, so it kind of cycles around it. Interesting. The blue one bites, head butts from above, swings its tail around, or smacks its tail against the ground. Alligator clips. What's that? Dude, does that mean it was a boss I defeated? This large Cellien imitates an alligator clip, which is a tool for temporarily connecting electrical paths. Its stone is on the back. It has mouths at the tips of its tentacles and winces when struck there. It bites with the tentacles, charges forward, or jumps forward for a crushing attack. When it's almost defeated, it uses all 5 tentacles at once and starts charging 3 times in a row. Kaban's paper plane works well on it. Dark Serval, level 1. This is a Cellien? It has ears and a tail similar to Serval, but it's a little taller and its whole body is black. Its stone is exposed when it's hit repeatedly, but it can dodge attacks from friends other than Serval. It can use multi-swipe claw combos, jumping slashes, high-speed stabs, or full-circle spins. When it's almost defeated, its stone glows red and it can power through friends' attacks. Kaban's paper plane isn't very effective on it. B2. This large Cellien imitates a bomber plane, which is a flying vehicle used by humans to fight Celliens. Most of its body is very hard, but the red parts on both shoulders are vulnerable. Or Serval being abandoned to that hellscape. Like literally just a hellscape is what the island turned into. Most of its body is very hard, but the red parts on both shoulders are vulnerable. After enough damage to the red spots, it crashes and exposes its stone. It charges forward, drops bombs, and launches missiles. It can grow thorns along its body, either to slam into the ground or to counter friends standing on it. When it's almost defeated, it fires more bombs and missiles. Red Growl. This large Cellien imitates some kind of dinosaur. It has a red body and often growls, so it seems to have been named Red Growl. When it is knocked down, its head becomes vulnerable. It bites, swings its forelegs, causes eruptions from the ground, shoots fireballs from its mouth, or jumps up and tramples. I'm good at reading. When it's almost defeated, it roars loudly and its eyes glow for a short time. While its eyes are glowing, its attacks become devastating and it can shoot 3 fireballs in rapid succession. Aquila. This large Cellien imitates a submarine, which is a human-made vehicle for moving underwater. It's too large to move around in the lake. Its stone is exposed when its eyeball is attacked. Kinda scary that Celliens even, at some point, even managed to take control of machinery, which I guess is why humans wanted to abandon the park, because they knew that they probably can't win against that. Like, they can take the form of germs, plants, animals, insects, machinery, concepts. So I understand the reasoning, painful as it is to see. This large Cellien imitates a submarine, which is a human-made vehicle for moving underwater. It's too large to move around in the lake. Its stone is exposed when its eyeball is attacked. It shoots large blocks, missiles, and laser beams. The large red blocks explode after a short time. If a friend steps on a red spot, a block fires up at her from below. When it's almost defeated, it fires more blocks and missiles. Dark Serval, level 2, now with their open weapons. I'm surprised we were able to find, new anti-Cellien weapons, considering Dark Serval seemed to have a pair of her own. The friend-shaped Cellien has reappeared. Its basic properties are the same as last time, but it has gained stronger weapons and new skills. Now it can fire long-distance shockwaves, release flames while spinning, and leap to perform a spinning ram attack. It can also jump up and stab its claw into the ground to cause an eruption. When it's almost defeated, it can withstand attacks, but it can't resist the claws of a wild-released Serval. It attacks violently if it hears Ibis sing. Wait, that's why Ibis was barely surviving last time. Seki Beast. This large Cellien imitates Lucky Beast. Its stone is exposed when it's attacked repeatedly. It can stomp with its feet, bounce around on its tail, extend its leg to kick, pinch with its ears, dash with a weeding roller, and fire Celliens shaped like Chapari buns. When it's almost defeated, it fires these Cellibuns in rapid succession. Also, if a friend tries to hide in a building where she can't be hit, it fires special Cellibuns that can penetrate walls. Wait, why are they going up the stairs? Oh my god, girls. What you doing? Glaucus Atlanticus. This large Cellien imitates a blue sea dragon. It flies, but if it takes enough damage, it will crash and expose its stone. It shoots lightning, fires an electrically charged clone, and smacks its thorny tail into the ground. The lightning bolts can be stretched horizontally, home in on friends, move in a pattern, or rotate around the Cellien. Oh boy, was that hard boss to avoid damage from. When it's almost defeated, its lightning attacks become more intense and it swings its tail horizontally. Yep, I'm surpassing the 5-hour mark, longer than I wanted to stream. Snow Tower. This large Cellien imitates a snowman, which is a statue made of solidified snow, and moves around by jumping. After taking enough damage, its head falls off and exposes its stone. It tramples enemies, stabs with a horn, swings an ice sword, spins with its arms, shoots an ice bomb, and fires a flurry of icicles. When it's almost defeated, it becomes larger and fires 3 bombs in rapid succession. Queen. Ah, okay, right. That was the amorphous blob thingy that I thought I saw. Which we're probably going to be seeing Queen X, which, oh boy, I'm scared about these X bosses. They're probably going to be, oh, so immensely hard. This is the Cellien Queen, a commander to the other Celliens. A long time ago, when humans were still in the park, many friends worked together to defeat it. Its stone moves between its forehead, right cheek, head, and left cheek. It generates various Celliens from its body and uses them to attack. If a friend stands on its head, it will use its horns to attack. However, its head is also a safe place to stand during its laser attack. When it's almost defeated, its attacks become violent. Dark Serval, level 3. Surprisingly, oh wow, red square in the middle. Surprisingly, the friend-shaped Cellien was Serval's ancestor being manipulated by Celliens. Her basic properties are the same as before, but her claws are longer. Oh yeah, they are. But her claws are longer, and she can alternate between walking and running. When the friend she's targeting is right next to her, she attacks more frequently. Her multi-scratch combos release a shockwave, and she can chase a friend with her spin attack. I noticed that. This was a hard boss. Like, you don't dodge this. It just hounds you the way you do to any target. It's because I kind of want to see what this, like, super form glow thing looks like up close. It's emitting black sandstar. Or sandstar raw, I suppose. Her multi-scratch she can also cause ground eruptions that release volcanic bombs or destroy walls with massive shockwaves. Yeah, that was quite the boss. Shows up and just goes Super Saiyan off the bat. And to think there's still more. Ugh. Oh, it's gonna be all the same boss. Ability guide. The party spa is a building in the Snowy Mountains area. A spa is a facility where you can soak in hot water to heal your body and soul. There's also a nearby facility that uses underground heat to generate electricity. Silver Fox and Hazel Red Fox manage these facilities. Recently, however, the hot water stopped flowing and the electricity has been cut. It seems to have been caused by a large number of Celliens. Video game. The video game is a machine in the Japari Spa. The little friend on the screen moves when you press the buttons, which catches everyone by surprise at first. Even we don't understand how this machine works. I mean, creativity is truly remarkable. By the way, Hazel Red Fox loves to play this game. Lodge Campo. Lodge Campo is a building near the amusement park. The lodge is a building where people sleep. Campo Flicker discovered the building and named it Lodge Campo. Grey Wolf and Reticulated Giraffe live there, and guests from various areas come to visit. The miniature lodge we built near Japari's library is called Little Lodge Campo. Kitchen. The kitchen is a building near the library where you can cook. However, only Kaban can read cookbooks, and most friends aren't comfortable with fire. For complex dishes, we recommend leaving it to those two. As a note, the curry Kaban makes is spicy, while Brown Bear's is mild. Wise Pot. The Wise Pot is a very clever contraption. Okay, auto-rotate. The Wise Pot is a very clever contraption. Amazingly, it can heat food even without fire. This means even friends who aren't good with fire can cook with it. Drool. Cellien Dummy. The Cellien Dummy is a plaything that imitates a Cellien. You play with it by punching and kicking it. It's very sturdy and even heavy impacts won't knock it down. I haven't seen this anywhere, but apparently it's here. Oh, it's new, okay. Golden Snub-Nosed Monkey and Painted Wolf brought it here. Frequently use it for training. For some reason, the sight of it terrified Tsuchinoko. What happened to her? Bus-like. The bus-like is a vehicle that resembles a bus, but it is not actually a bus. Unlike the Japari bus, which needs to be recharged, the bus-like is powered by leg strength and force of will. We gave this vehicle to Raccoon and Fennec when we entrusted them the task of finding a new tire for the Japari bus. 2 more. the actual bus, which I missed somewhere, or is you can probably find it later. And a Minmi? You get that? Is it the one you have to get from the arcade machine? Must be the highest level Minmi. Item guide. Violent Minmi statue. Boy. The sticky capsule contains a highly concentrated sample of Sandstar Raw, using it in Amazel lore extremely powerful ceruleans. If you use it when there's a large Cellien nearby, it will become terrifyingly strong. Just sell it. Unless you really want that experience. Oh no, just sell it. Turtle's Diary. Salvo's Diary. Deputy Director's Note. Page not found. Where I can find the rest. That's what I'm been curious about. One thing I want to say right now is, oh dearest me, I'm worried I'm like, if I 100% the game, I'm gonna have to play everything on hardest, like hardest difficulty. The cover is closed. Well, we've probably gained one per area, so must be something here. But my guess is that, oh no, one thing I want to say was, you know, you kind of feel the story of Kemono Friends as is when you watch it. It's a painful one, to be sure. Okay, what did I get? Space boots. Heavy armor. Claw. Now the crystals are green. Like you already feel that story on some level. It's a painful one, to be sure. Hearty meal's the best way to prepare for a fight with these new Celliens. But when you do that, when you play through with the game, you just feel it so much more intricately. It's something I really like about the medium. Because you don't watch these stories, you don't read these stories, you get involved with these stories, and it's the closest to feeling them that I think any medium has ever had. And the only thing that I think could beat traditional video games in terms of how intimately you might feel a story is VR, because it's not you sitting in front of a screen and, you know, pushing the buttons to make things happen. It's you literally experiencing it in that first person. You literally having to grab the items. You feel it more than even your average first person. Anything would make you feel a story. Which is, and yeah, I also kind of got sick of everything being first person, in a first person perspective. It got pretty annoying, but anyway, I don't know, it's what I really appreciate about video games is they're just very involved. It's easy to get distracted from them, but it's easy to get distracted by them. Video games are good. Their weapons don't look like a friend skill. They're powered by Sandstar, but who made them? Ice pot and use. Thoroughbreds. Whoa, we can make potions now. Cost 30 gold. Okay. Glitter capsule 1. Okay, so we have to actually make sure we have those, in which case we can probably get this from Lucky. Thoroughbreds medicine, cheese medicine, brown bears medicine, armadillos, elephants, vampire bats, chameleons, giraffes, lions, lithograph treasure. Oh, there was a bad medicine we forgot to use. Destruction, connection. Have I gotten a lithograph of connection? I don't think I've ever found that before. Small green crystal, black, red, blue, violet, yellow, crimson. It'd be nice if this would tell you what these actually do, though, in case there's something you haven't seen in a while or haven't seen yet. Cellien bomb, normal, poison, acid, anti-black Cellien bomb, normal, poison, acid, Japari coin S. Corn and gold, no materials required. Okay, the red ones are the ones I can make. Japari coin, extra large, 1 gold. 400 gold. 800 gold for a medium Japari coin. So if I can make 2 small Japari coins, I can use that to make a medium Japari coin. Ah, I see. There's quite a bit of money to make these coins. A Megaton coin. 5 extra large Japari coins. That's quite a lot. In case you want to make it yourself for any reason. I became a hunter after Brown Bear Sen and Golden Snub-Nosed Sun Monkey rescued me. Gabon referred to Boss as Lucky Son, didn't she? That Boss' real name? This area might come under attack as well. We need to hurry and find the source of this disaster. Golden Snub-Nosed Monkey friends show up in lots of human-made manga. Pig friends are common too. I don't want to see their animations. Okay, so she jabs it twice, and headbutts it a 3rd time, and headbutts it once. Meanwhile, Painted Wolf delivers a couple punches and a spinning kick. Oh, you can build Sandstar with this. Now that's my record. $316, 843. Oh, so you can get that distance. Seems to max out at 843. Chameleon's medicine is invaluable when you seek to avoid confrontation. Even the strongest defense won't help if acid burns through it. Be careful. My scouting suggests the purple and dark blue Celliens are especially powerful. Soil has felt strange lately. It's lumpy, but also squishy. The chameleons, okay. Gee. I want to be better at talking to people. I'm sure there are other friends who feel the same. Alright, anybody new? Doesn't seem like it. I think that we've explored everything new at the moment. Love you. Even a strong friend needs to party bonds to do her best. Is that because of Sandstar? If you find any strange documents, let me see them, okay? We can read them together. Is that number up on... still up there above the, brilliant thing? Okay. After long enough it gets removed, or is that a proximity thing? Okay, yeah, it's a time thing. Real quick. He's probably not gonna wake up, but still curious. It'd be nice if I could see something regarding her stat consistently. Seems they don't move much in their animation, but what scares me is that Turtle X doesn't move at all. And granted, she is sleeping, but no breathing, no heaving, light movement. I'm scared that she's like legit dead. Poor Servalak. They really just left her in hell. Okay, so I'm guessing the port is like the very, very last area. Status level 59. Barely ready for it. I could handle it, but I wouldn't be driving. But that would be the next area. This isn't the end of the game's story by any means. So I'm gonna, but I don't know what I'll do. Stream it on Friday, I guess. But that's an if, so some more saving. So that's gonna be it for today, for today's stream. Leave the library, return the title. So to everybody who came along, which was just Karako, Karako was the only person I invited. Thank you for coming along, and to anybody who rewatches or is watching the VOD, thank you as well. And I hope you all enjoyed. Hoping I can wrap this game up soon, but we'll see. But I'm not going to be focusing it too hard, but hopefully I can finish it up before the end of the year. I'm going to be on vacation next weekend. So, well, next week? All of next week, so I'm not going to be streaming on 2 Sundays from now. Sunday after this upcoming one. Because that's the day I arrive from my vacation, but I'm gonna be like really tired, so I'll try and stream on Friday. We'll see. But in any case, that's gonna be it for today's stream, so thank you all so much for coming along, and from Big Sister, have a good night. Yes, me.